Let's make some cookies. For this video, we'll make two versions of this recipe, a non-keto version and a low-carb version. So let's start with the original first, chewy chocolate chunk cookies. Here's what you need. You need butter, white sugar, brown sugar, an egg, vanilla extract, salt, baking soda, all-purpose flour, and your chocolate chunks. Honestly, making chewy chocolate chunk cookies is super duper easy. First, melt your butter. You may do this in the microwave, but I attempted to brown my butter, which you can actually do. But my patience failed me miserably, so here are some melted butter. You let this cool and then transfer it to a bowl and add in your white and brown sugar. At this point, you may also add your vanilla extract, salt, and baking soda. Stir to combine. Then add your egg. Stir vigorously until you have a caramel-like kind of texture batter, kind of ooey and gooey like this. Sift in your all-purpose flour and gently fold that in. Be careful not to overmix the flour and gently fold. When you feel that almost all of the flour has been incorporated, that's the time you add your chopped chocolates. And again, don't overmix this part. This recipe makes 12 cookies. Scoop them into balls of dough and arrange them properly on the baking sheet. Make sure to leave some space because these cookies will flatten and spread. Initially, the recipe said to bake for 12 minutes, but the cookies came out too soft, so I put it back in the oven to cook a bit more. So bake it for 18 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Let the cookies cool and rest to give it time to harden up, and you'll be feasting your eyes over some chewy, delicious, chocolatey cookies your family will love. I love these cookies, but sometimes I just want to lessen my carb intake. Let me share with you how I made the keto version. Here's what you need: butter, white and brown erythritol, an egg, vanilla extract, salt, baking soda, vital wheat gluten, almond flour, and dark or sugar-free chocolate chunks. The macros for this one may vary depending on what type of chocolates were used. I used Auro's 70% dark chocolates, but you may use sugar-free chocolate to lessen the carb amount per serving. Procedure is the same as the recipe before this. We just replaced some of the ingredients to make it low carb. Again, first step is to melt or brown some butter on a pan or in the microwave. Once cooled, combine the butter with the white erythritol, brown erythritol, vanilla extract, baking soda, and salt. You may replace the erythritol with monk fruit if you prefer it. Stir these to combine. Add the egg and stir vigorously to achieve a caramel-like texture. Sift in the vital wheat gluten, then add your flour. Stir just to combine everything together, then add your chocolates. I really love Auro chocolate, so I opted for these 70% Auro chocolates. If you can find sugar-free chocolates or 90% dark chocolates, it will decrease the net carb per serving. This recipe makes 12 to 13 cookies. Scoop them out onto the palms of your hands and make a ball. Lay them out on your baking sheet, leaving them space to spread out. Bake for 18 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The cookies will come out soft, but as it cools, the sugars harden and give the cookie structure. Since this was made with unconventional ingredients compared to a cookie we're used to, it definitely has differences in texture. But that never stopped it from satisfying my craving. It has a grainy texture because of the sugars used. I believe this may be fixed if you have erythritol replaced with monk fruit. Monk fruit sugar replacement can get a bit expensive, so I opted for the erythritol instead. The gooey chocolate made up for it anyway. That's it for today's video. Would you give this recipe a try? Comment down below. Also, like and subscribe. I do appreciate it a lot. My name is Babimbap. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video. Bye!